So recently I'd seen this video on TikTok where this kid walked into a store and found an RTX 3070 or 3080, one of the two, I can't remember exactly. But I noticed the store he walked into was Fry's Electronics. Now, last I had heard, Fry's was going bankrupt, stores were closing. There was one specifically in California that closed. And when I was a kid, that was like Toys R Us version 2 for me. I loved when my dad and I would go to Fry's Electronics, specifically the one in Burbank that had the giant alien ship in it, or crashed into it and everything. I thought it was incredible. So after all the reports and everything, and then seeing this kid pick up an RTX graphics card, a 3000 series graphics card, at a Fry's Electronics, or at least what it looked like a Fry's, I thought, is it still possible to build a PC from Fry's, picking out parts given everything that's happened? So that's where in this next video I decided to go to the Fry's here in Las Vegas and check it out for myself. So what you'll see is what we found.
Come on, going to... Oh, it's not focusing.
In the arms of an angel.
There we go. Alright, we've arrived at Fry's. We're going to see just how empty this place is. There we go.
So unfortunately, we did have a bit of a copyright issue with Fry's playing their Christmas music so loud in the store. So I did have to edit out the audio, but as you can tell here, Fry's is stocked up on a lot of off-brand items, such as, Himalayan salt lamps that you saw back there, different kinds of light bulbs. In these aisles, it was full of like hardware tools, garage tools, and from what I remember, this was the area that was actually full of like the hard drives and external drives, the hard drive bays, expansion slots, PCI cards. And now what you see over here are LED TVs from brands I'd never heard of, and a lot of computer cases and video game chairs. So as we continue along, you'll notice different things that we run into throughout the store, including AIO coolers, all just to be on the hunt for PC parts and everything. Now, we did notice later on, as I went through the video, that there was a back panel near where all the cases were that had a list of items. So it actually did have a list of RAM, different companies for RAM, different types of RAM, mostly DDR3 though, and that's something we actually did not capture on video. So it's a lot of older technology and just about dead technology that they do still offer. So it's possible to pick up some parts. However, they are a lot of brands, like I said, that we had never seen before, never heard of. And 99% of it was all like DDR3 RAM and stuff like that. We did not find any GPUs or CPUs, motherboards, nothing like that. So yeah, it's pretty much impossible to do this at Fry's Electronics. But I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. At this point, we found a whole display of gaming chairs. We did rush over to that specific one by Cougar, and let me tell you, it was absolutely one of the most uncomfortable chairs that I had ever sat in. And it was just not pleasant. I'm not sure why anyone would want to game in that. As we did move about through the store, we did notice a very large area, or relatively large compared to the other products of the store, for video games. Nintendo Switch mostly dominated this area, with a few things for PS4 and Xbox. We also noticed that they had a selection of a lot of the consoles that could play older games, such as the Retron, which we do pick up a Retron box and take a look at it in just a moment here. But we did notice that this section was relatively more stocked than anything else. So, in conclusion from the trip, no, you can't buy parts to build a PC from Fry's Electronics. There were quite a huge number of cases there, as you can tell. I did realize after rewatching the video over that I did completely skip by MSI monitors, which it was a little strange that there were a lot of MSI products there, but not really anything else. Fry's was still overpriced per usual. We did find a lot of makeup and a lot of adult movies. So Fry's is definitely not what it used to be. We did notice that half the store was just completely sectioned off and you couldn't get by it. Although maybe next time we'll kind of sneak back there and see what we see. In that area, it was formerly the audio area, the home theater area. Everything was completely sectioned off. So I'm not entirely sure of what Fry's plans are to do with all that space, or how they're maybe going to change it, expand it, etc. But what I do know is that you absolutely cannot build a PC at Fry's Electronics anymore. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and thank you for watching.